So today it is a bittersweet day for me. For one, it is my birthday. But secondly is because I am getting rid of a long-time companion, I'm gonna say, of mine. And it's been around with me for 25 years. So I've owned Cadillac since 1999. And for the first time ever, I won't be owning a Cadillac anymore. Yes, I am getting rid of my Escalade. And I will explain in the next video why I made the decision to get rid of the Escalade. So stay tuned on the channel, go ahead and subscribe. But I am gonna get rid of the Escalade, and it won't be a Cadillac in the driveway for the first time in 25 years. That is right, I've owned Cadillac for 25 years, and this is the first time, and I'm kind of sad, but I'm excited to go into the next chapter of this. But again, that is not the end for Cadillac for me. Again, I will explain that in the next video. So just a little background, and again, why I'm doing this and why this bittersweet thing. My very first car was a Chevy Beretta. It was a 95 Beretta. And basically the car I bought for $1,500. I was like 18 years old, lasted for 6 months before the transmission blew out on it. My second car was a Dodge Avenger. It was when the Dodge Avenger were coupes. And I love that car actually. It was all blacked out and everything. But then my love for Cadillac started. My very first car was a 1999 Cadillac Catera. And man, I love that car. That car got totaled in a winter snowstorm in Chicago, and that was the end of that car. My next car was a 2003 Cadillac SLS. Then after that, I've owned a 2005 Cadillac STS. And that STS actually was really nice as well. Had rims on it, the whole nine. When chrome was in style, it had the chrome wheels and everything. And then of course, after that Cadillac, that one got totaled as well. I was rear-ended, and I was basically sandwiched between two cars while I was at a stop sign, and that one was the end of that car, and I was sad on that one. Then after that, I ended up owning a 2008 Cadillac CTS, which was red, and it was like a dark red burgundy color, and I had the same rims that I had on the STS because those survived, and I had them like color match and everything. The car looked sweet. After that, I got a 2006 Cadillac DTS, as I went from an 08 to an 06 DTS, but I love that car as well. I swapped the rims on that one as well. Those rims kind of went everywhere for at least 3 years with that car, or at least 3 models. After the DTS, my next car was an actual 2010 Cadillac STS, and that was a white one. That one was a nice car. I actually, on the DTS and the STS, I had actually an iPad installed in the dash. So basically, and I had cellular data on it, and actually it was pretty cool because I could actually get phone calls on the iPad. I could use maps on it. So I pretty much had Apple CarPlay before Apple CarPlay came out because I was using an iPad as my main screen. After the STS, I ended up with a 2012 Cadillac CTS, and that was a white one. That only lasted for about 6 months. Nothing happened to the car. I just fell in love with the 14 CTS, which was all blacked out. That's kind of actually what started the YouTube channel at that point. Before those cars, I didn't do a YouTube channel. Didn't really think about doing YouTube back then. But then that 14 CTS is kind of what started this whole thing with YouTube. And I've loved every car. After the 14 CTS, I've owned the 2015 Cadillac CTS V Sport, which had a lot of videos on that. I did a lot of videos on that vehicle. And then after the CTS, of course, I got rid of that. And of course, I've had a Cadillac, and this was my Escalade that I own now. Now, again, that's 25 years of owning these cars. Now, between that, I've had a Pathfinder, I had a Way Pathfinder, I had a 4Runner as well in there. There was a Chevy Blazer I used. I even had an Acura, I believe, at one point, which I bought and was my winter car when I didn't want to use the V Sport for driving in the winter. But the whole time that I've owned these cars, I've always had a Cadillac in the driveway at some point. There was never a time that I did not have a Cadillac in the driveway. And again, my love for Cadillac is big. I've always loved the way they are. They are GMs. For one, when you buy them used, you don't take the depreciation. Let the first owner take the depreciation, buy a slightly used one, and it's a great deal. And for me, they've lasted pretty good amount. I mean, I've never got past 100,000 miles with them. I think the one that had the most miles was 85,000, and that was my DTS. But that's pretty much as far as I got. I've never hit 100,000 miles with any of those Cadillacs. And of course, being that I've owned Cadillacs for so long, this new vehicle that I'm gonna get is completely different, and it's going kind of back to where I started. So you guys can try to guess on that. And again, I'll give you a clip at the end, and you guys can try to see what I bought at this point. But yeah, it is bittersweet, and I'm gonna miss owning a Cadillac. I actually love the Escalade. I love the way it looks, but one of the reasons that I am getting rid of the Escalade is, for one, the wrap that I installed on it. The wrap is annoying me. I don't want to take it off because it costs money to take it off and get it cleaned up, and I don't want to spend that kind of money. But it's, even though the rear bumper was fixed, you guys saw that one video where I fixed the rear bumper, the front bumper's starting to peel. There is a scuff on the other side now that I have to redo a whole door, and it's got 63,000 miles on it. And I don't need, let's just say, another 7-passenger seater car. The Pathfinder my wife has a 7-passenger seater. That's the family car, and we don't need another one. So I ended up getting something that is gonna be more useful to me at this point in time. And yes, I will be going back to Cadillac when I'm done paying off this vehicle that I already have, which is behind here, but you guys can't see it until the next video. So that is the story of this. Now, of course, Cadillac, again, has been a huge part of my life. I even have the Cadillac emblem tattooed on my forearm right there, because I've been around for it, and I've always said to myself, I will always own a Cadillac. Now, I've even thought about saving up some money and buying some kind of used Cadillac, maybe like an old Seville or a DeVille or something like that, and just having it here, because I still love those cars and I would still like to own one. But the plan for now is going to be, of course, pay the vehicle that I just bought, and then I'm gonna keep that one and then go back to a Cadillac. And then this time, it'll be probably something with a V on it, a Blackwing or something. We'll think about that once I pay this thing off. But for now, I am gonna say farewell to owning a Cadillac, farewell to my Escalade, and this is the last video that you guys will see on the Escalade. Now, really quick, again, my info is down below where you guys can contact me. I do have the intake, which is the K&N intake I put in the Escalade. I took that out. I don't know if you guys can see it on the side right over there, but it's taken out because this car is going away after the next 2 days, and I will be making the video on the next car, so stay tuned for that and see what that is. But for now, I'm gonna bid farewell to my love of, pretty much just like say goodbye to a girlfriend, because I've had Cadillacs for so long, and even though I've only owned this for a year, it still sucks because it still looks so nice and it still looks so beautiful. I love the way this car looks. But either way, again, thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for the next video, which I will introduce the next car. But for now, I'm gonna say goodbye to my Escalade and Cadillac for a few years.